I guess Lindsay here with Storybrooke Family Farm. So there's a weird level of conflict inside of me of wanting to balance growing my channel and not risking losing subscribers because I don't have that many, but also wanting to be authentically me because I'm not really sure if there's a space for me and the content that I actually want to produce and the openness that I want to have with people. Because, like, there's a lot of homesteading channels and stuff that talk about their religion and things of that nature, but I've actually never seen anyone that's more on the spiritual, not religious side of things, talking freely about the vibes of homesteading and the energy of homesteading and the spiritual nature and stuff. Because for me, homesteading and stewarding the land is highly, highly a spiritual endeavor. It is the way that I ground myself. It is the way that I become in tune with nature. It is the way that I free myself and basically root myself in and just cleanse myself. And I don't know if there is actually a space for that sort of content to where people would actually appreciate it and enjoy it. So I guess I need some advice from you guys, my 635-ish subscribers. What your thoughts are on that, because I know that I am a very eccentric person. When you have ADHD and ASD, you're kind of bound to be different. And I did not grow up in a normal sort of setting of a household. I was also homeschooled. We were sheltered extremely much. And there was a lot of difficult things that I've actually gone through. So it puts my perspective as being very different, very backwards, I suppose. But my perspective is usually, my insight to things is very quite keen because I read into things on a very different level because that's kind of how I had to. And so how I've always been and stuff. And, it doesn't matter how much bullying happened or how many people tried to change me or anything of the sort like that. I've always been the same. And like, I want to be able to teach people about how to homestead and do different things. But because I don't have the tech savviness and the skill sets for that, I can't be like the big name YouTubers and stuff like Jess from Roots and Refuge or Anne of All Trades or any of the really big ones that like I enjoy watching their content and I go, man, I talk about similar stuff like that, or I have similar knowledge, but I can't share it the same way that they can. It puts you in a weird spot to where you start feeling a lot of doubt within yourself because, like, if I don't film every day of the week, pretty much, YouTube essentially punishes the channel because I'm not putting out enough content and stuff. Even if I'm doing 5 videos a week, because it's not 7 or more, it makes it so I don't get shown very often. Some stuff will randomly, like random videos, will become extremely popular. And it's like, okay, well, I walked around in my pajamas showing you guys how much water damage there was from all the rain that we've had. Like, the random stuff that I don't think is ever going to get a lot of views, those are the videos that get a ton of views and stuff. And then the videos that I spend a lot of time and effort in and trying really hard to prepare in my mind and everything so I can deliver information effectively and stuff and correctly. And I, redo it a bunch of times because I get my words all jumbled up and stuff and all that. Those videos never perform well. It seems like the ones where I'm basically fumbling and stumbling my way through, that's what gets seen more. And it's honestly kind of embarrassing because it's like, I didn't even want to post that one, but here it is with like a whole bunch of views and got me more subscribers. And I'm like, I don't understand. So I don't understand if maybe it's the authenticity that I have that people are attracted to, or my weird facial expressions, or what it is. I'm not sure. So I guess what I'm asking you guys as my viewers, if you guys could like give me some insight as to what sort of things you're looking for, or if I should just be my authentic oddball self, that would be greatly appreciated. Which I know most people probably would not be like, hey, subscribers, tell me your deep thoughts on who I am. But honestly, like this morning, I was so up in my head because the last 2 videos that I've done, they only have like 40 something views. And it's really discouraging and disheartening, even though I'm getting comments and stuff like telling me to keep going and doing different things. And I love the comments. I love responding to them. I love the interaction and stuff like that. It is very hard to mentally want to keep going because everything inside of you is telling you that you're not good enough because you lack these skill sets, and due to having serious cognitive defects with reading abilities and comprehension, like I can read, but I don't remember or retain virtually anything that I read and stuff. Like when I'm responding to long comments, I have to keep stopping. I usually screenshot the comments, so then that way I can keep going back to try to answer back and forth and stuff. But if you leave long comments, I'm still going to read it. It just takes me a hot minute to focus enough to do that. So I'm not mentally capable of learning how to do super fancy edits for my videos. I also crash technology really bad. So like my laptop, like I'm not even kidding you, it takes like half an hour for it to start up because I used it. Like even after I had it for a week, like that's what it did. That's what it always does. Like debit cards, all that stuff. Like I screw up card readers. That's just me. My phones are always glitchy. I make cars that have a whole bunch of smart technology in them get super duper glitchy and stuff. GPS gets me lost all of the time. It takes me to the wrong place all of the time and stuff. Even if I put it in right, even if Tracy puts it in right, it just, yeah, me and technology don't get along. But yeah, I'm not really sure because I'd like to be able to have a safe space like on this channel where I can talk about my deeply spiritual interpretations of what's happening in the garden and my level of communication with the plants and the animals in my natural setting around me. But I don't know if that is just something that is going to be detrimental to growing this channel, because I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to reach people. I want people to be able to feel safe being their own selves and feeling seen by somebody and feeling comfortable asking all the really dumb questions that, if you ask it on Facebook, somebody's going to ridicule you and make fun of you for, because we all have to learn at some point. And I'm one of those people that I learn everything the really hard way because it's the only way I learn. That's quite frankly it. Like we've made literally every mistake. I say we, but I actually mean me. Tracy's really good at properly learning things. But I've made pretty much every big mistake, including causing goats to die and stuff, that you could possibly imagine. And I want this channel to really be a safe space for people to learn about things, homesteading, but also different things. And I don't know. I don't know what to do because I feel very internally conflicted all of the time. And the way that the algorithm works, it feels very complex for me and complicated. And I don't want to screw things up and shoot myself in the foot by being my authentic self too much. But I also don't want to try to mask and be somebody else that I'm not. Because I feel that the divine made me the way that I am for purpose, and that there was no accident or mistake with me being made exactly who I am, oddities and all, learning disabilities and all, struggles and all. But I don't necessarily know the big purpose in that whole thing, if it's, just to be an oddball on my own homestead where I'm basically a hermit at anyways, or if it's to show people that they can radically accept themselves as I've learned to radically accept myself, because it's critically painful for me not to. So yeah, for those of you loyal subscribers and stuff that are loyal watchers, I really, really love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys, and I actually kind of consider you all my friends. As lame as that may be, you guys are up there with my goats, which is really big, because I've been coming out in the heat wave like a gazillion times to change out batteries and water, and they're my babies. But yeah, so I guess you guys let me know in the comments and stuff what it is that you like watching me for and stuff, so that way I can try to, like, I don't know, I guess sort of somewhat tailor what I'm doing for that, because I do need to start putting out videos more often, so then that way the algorithm goes, oh yeah, she films. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up to help that pesky algorithm, and share it, like it, subscribe to it, and all the things. So thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.